So you record this and you send this to your teacher, or?
They post it on YouTube,
Oh,
and she
great.
goes online and
Oh,
watches
it's
it
so
and grades
good.
it.
Shh.
Isn't that
Okay, so imagine you're at home. It's a beautiful day outside. It's sunny with a cool breeze. Your children want to go outside and play, but they can't. Because you know the very air that they breathe outside will poison them and kill them. And then you go to the grocery store. And it's not as simple as picking out which food is organic and not organic, whole grain and whatnot. You have to bring a Geiger counter with you and figure out which food is radioactive and which food is safe to eat. Well, this is the lifestyle of many Japanese citizens after the Tohoku earthquake and tsunami affected the Fukushima power plant in Japan. Massive amounts of radiation were released into the air and to the water. And this might seem far-fetched, but here in the United States we have 65 power plants and the number is growing as we speak. So I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about how this affected the people, not only their lifestyle, but their food, and what's being done about it worldwide. First of all, when this happened, many children were 1 year old, 2 years old. Now they're 3, 4, and 5 years old. They've never been outside to play. Chosadovsky of Global Research Online states that children are far more susceptible to radiation poisoning than adults. So now schools are being built entirely inside, playgrounds inside. The ventilation systems are made to filter out as much radiation as possible. And when they go home, their sandbox may be in the garage, their swing set in the garage. And it's not just the kids that are near Fukushima. They've also found high levels of radiation in Tokyo, a city with 39 million people. All these people will be affected by this radiation somehow in the future. And it's also the food. Bacher of the IUP Journal of Supply and Chain Management found that nearly 13% of their agricultural supply in Japan was affected by the radiation. The evacuation zones that they use to grow rice and for cattle are now unusable. And not only that, cesium, a radioactive compound, has leaked into the water, and it works its way up the food chain, the grass, the bugs, and the animals. Not just the wild animals, but the agricultural animals as well. The roads, the supply lines to cities that need food have become radioactive. So the food can become contaminated on the way to the grocery store. Some research has found that many places around the world have changed their policies drastically after this Fukushima accident. In Europe, where many countries are dependent on nuclear power, have not only decided to discontinue the advancement of nuclear power, but also decided to cut back. Belgium, for example, whose 50% of their power supply is from nuclear power, has decided that over the next few years they're going to completely be independent from nuclear power. Now, since this has affected so many people worldwide, and there are so many more people that could be affected like this, it's important that we understand the consequences of nuclear power and what we can do about it. In India, for instance, citizens caught wind of nuclear power plants being put up in a tsunami-prone region, and so they staked a hunger strike, and it halted the production of this nuclear power plant. So I just want you to think about that as you go on and just think about what we can do and what our consequences are. If there's anything we can do to help prevent the spread of nuclear power plants. Thank you. I guess that's it. I gotta show you. I blinked on my conclusion, but that's okay. Is it all? My conclusion.
On the blank?
Yeah.
It's on your card?
No, well, the little postmark.
Do you need to do it again with the conclusion?
No, that's fine.
Are you sure?
I don't know how to turn it off.
So it's still recording?
Yes.
Press the